Debate week is here. It's already nasty. It didn't take long. This morning, CNN, we're going to play it for you in a moment. That didn't take long. Wall Street Journal today has a very interesting editorial. I urge you to read it. And I guess read it online, although I think the Wall Street Journal wants money, but it's really worth seeking out. The editorial is what I have been telling you. If Biden's reelected, forget it. The progressives are going to run wild. And the Journal hones in on the tax hikes. So Biden wins in November, and he gets both the Senate and the House. Forget it. Wealth tax, every tax in the world, it's all going to be passed along to the American consumer. So he can say, oh, nobody under 400,000 is going to be taxed, get a tax hike. It's a lie. Because everybody knows, you tax corporations, they want to raise it up to almost 30% in New York. The tax on not just New York, nationwide, be more than 30% in New York, the corporate tax. And it would all be passed on to the consumer because corporations control the food flow, the fuel flow, every flow, unless you're living in a lean-to in some forest. Okay? So this Wall Street Journal sounds the alarm going, you won't believe the socialism that's coming if Biden is reelected because there are no constraints on him. Now, if the Republicans control the House and Senate, he couldn't get anything done. Can't do an executive order on taxes. But it's really worth reading this editorial. Okay, debate week. That's the subject of the Talking Points memo this evening. So I want to walk through this. I love this story, by the way. I think this is just the epitome of what's going on in this country. So CNN has a morning program nobody watches. I mean that literally. They do less than 500,000 viewers a day. I mean, that's just, you could put a chimpanzee on for an hour. And if you put 2 or 3 of them on, you'd get about 500,000 people. Wonder what that monkey's going to do now. Is that monkey eating? It's so low for a nationwide broadcast. All right. One of the anchors is a woman named Cassie Hunt. I don't know her. She looks like a professional. I mean, I don't have any beef against Cassie Hunt. She invites Trump National Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt on the program. Okay? Ms. Leavitt accepts the invitation because CNN's carrying the debate on Thursday. All right. So Ms. Leavitt comes on and says to the audience, look, Donald Trump goes to places where he's unpopular. Roll the tape.
And that's why President Trump is knowingly going into a hostile environment on this very network, on CNN, with debate moderators who have made their opinions about him very well known over the past 8 years and their biased coverage of him.
So I'll just say my colleagues, Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, have acquitted themselves as professionals as they have covered campaigns and interviewed candidates from all sides of the aisle. I'll also say that if you talk to analysts of debates previous, that if you're attacking the moderators, you're usually losing.
Well, first of all, it takes someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump, to see that Jake Tapper has consistently, frequently likened President Trump to Adolf Hitler.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
Yes.
If you are here to speak on his behalf, I am willing to have this conversation.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Caroline, thank you very much for your time.
Debooted, Caroline. Okay. Number one, Cassie Hunt was wrong and foolish for booting Trump's press secretary. Would have been much better television if she allowed Ms. Leavitt to say what she wanted and then rebut it. I understand Ms. Hunt wanted to get props by protecting her colleagues. I got it. But she's in business to shed light on subjects. So that was a mistake like Cassie Hunt. You should let it play out a little bit more. Now, I booted guests. You know that. I booted them. Not many. I mean, the most confrontation ever was the Barney Frank O'Reilly interview. You should Google it. I didn't boot him, but I called him out. Okay. The second point is, I don't get why Caroline Leavitt is doing that way, in a very confrontational way. Why would you want to do that? Here's the way she should have done it. She should have said, this is Caroline Leavitt, Trump's spokesperson, hey, our campaign is a little bit worried that we're not going to be treated fairly by Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, the moderators, based on past history. We're a little bit worried. Can you reassure me, Ms. Hunt, that we'll be treated fairly? That would have been much better. So you get the same message across, but you're not launching into a frontal assault on CNN. This is sophisticated analysis. I understand, but I've been in the business 50 years. I know what I'm doing. Everything is expensive these days. You know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.